about a network of glands in our body that make up the hormones that help the cells to talk to each other. They are also responsible for almost every organs, cells, and functions in our body. Any guesses what it is? It's called the endocrine system. So what is the endocrine system? The endocrine system is part of your body where the hormones go where they need to go on schedule. And those hormones deliver important goods that your body needs. The endocrine system is made out of special groups of cells called glands. Now, I'm going to tell you the glands of the endocrine system. First is the pituitary gland. Next is the thyroid and parathyroid gland. Next is the pancreas. Then the adrenal gland. And finally, the reproductive gland. And do you also know there are some other glands that help those glands that I just told you? First is the hypothalamus gland. Next is the pineal gland. Different glands produces the different hormones. So my friends, what are the hormones? Each hormone got its own job to do. Those hormones deliver important goods that your body needs. Most hormones can be found in the pituitary gland, the first gland of the endocrine system. Lots of glands help control your body. It helps to do physical activities and do normal things like getting the energy, getting sleep, the body's temperature, playing, hungriness and thirst, and do many other things. So, the cell hormones can affect are called the target cells. Those hormones work in two different ways. Some hormones start the activities like growing, and some hormones stop the activities like when you are 20 you will stop at that same height. Now let's talk about all of the glands. There are 7 different kinds of glands. First is the hypothalamus gland. The hypothalamus gland is a teeny-weeny gland located in the lower central part of your brain, just above the brain stem. When the message goes through the hypothalamus gland figures out there's something changes in the body. Then the hypothalamus gland produces a hormone. Those hormones goes through the pituitary gland that is just beneath the hypothalamus gland. Now let's talk about the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is in charge of the whole endocrine system. The pituitary gland is located under the hypothalamus gland. The pituitary gland produces the growth hormones that makes you big and tall. The The pituitary gland is one of the most important parts of your body. The pituitary gland is divided into two lobes. Each lobe produces different hormones. First is the anterior lobe. The anterior lobe produces the growth hormones. Second lobe is the posterior lobe. The posterior lobe produces the hormones which help to keep enough water inside your body. Now let's talk about the thyroid and the parathyroid. The thyroid and the parathyroid weighs less than 1 ounce. It is located in the front part of your neck. The thyroid has two lobes. There is one on each side of the windpipe that can be also called the trachea. It is connected by a narrow segment called isthmus. The thyroid releases a hormone that controls the metabolism. Parathyroid glands are responsible for making sure our body has enough calcium. Without calcium, your nerves and the muscles wouldn't work properly and your bones wouldn't be strong and your body would be super lazy. Now, let's talk about the pancreas. The pancreas is located behind the stomach. It is the biggest part of your endocrine system. The pancreas produces several different kinds of hormones. Two of the most important hormones are glucagon and the insulin. Now, let's talk about the adrenal gland. Do you know that the adrenal gland is in charge of holding danger and excitement and fun stuff like that? And that is the power of adrenal gland. The adrenal gland produces 30 different kinds of hormones. The adrenal gland, we have two adrenal glands. Each adrenal gland has its own triangle shape. It sits on top of the kidneys. Now, let's talk about the thymus. The thymus is a soft and pinkish gray gland in our chest. The thymus has two lobes. Each lobe is divided into even smaller sections called lobules. Now, let's talk about the final gland of the endocrine system. The final gland of the endocrine system is called the reproductive gland. The reproductive gland is responsible for making changes in your body. So you can go from a child to an adult. There are two types of reproductive gland. One is in the girls. That's called the ovaries. The ovaries produce a hormone called estrogen. And the boys' one is called testes. It produces a hormone called testosterone. Now, my friends, that is all about the human endocrine system. Now I'm going to tell you how to keep your endocrine system healthy. Eat nutritious foods. Do exercise almost every day at your home. And go for regular medical checkups. And of our endocrine system. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe and share with your family